Now, your certified storm-ready weather.
Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us tonight. It's been an interesting day split between those of us further south and those of us further to the north. We'll show you the temperatures first to explain that. Our Flint Skynet camera, we're looking live over the bricks of Saginaw from the top of the Durant Luxury Apartments. Current temps, much warmer down to the south. You can see low 50s there. We were almost at 60 in Flint a couple of hours ago. Cooler in the thumb and much cooler north of the bay there. You can see the 40s kind of in the middle, adding like a buffer between the southern portions and the northern portions of the region. And that's where you see that line moving through. The front itself diving in. You can see the little light area of what's attempting to be rain from the cloud cover. But the thing is, that's all what we call just virga, which means it's raining, but it doesn't actually reach the ground. It dries up before it even makes it that far. The line of rain activity, you can see it is a sharp line here with some wintry mixing as well, light little ice pellets, some of that graupel even mixing on in throughout parts of our northern counties. That will swing down to the south overnight, but it is going to be wet, and some of our northern counties watch for some slippery spots on the roadways this evening as you're down pretty close to freezing, if not just a little below. It's worth watching very closely. Now, low 40s for tomorrow in the southern counties. Not very mild. It is a little on the cool side. You got the windy conditions throughout the day as well, watching for wind speeds of about 15 to 25 miles an hour, and with wind gusts in the 30 to almost 40 mile an hour range. Well, I would be surprised if we don't at least make it to 40 once or twice tomorrow for the wind gusts. It's not enough for a wind advisory, but it doesn't mean it's not windy. Keep an eye out there as that continues to swing through tomorrow. Now, the mid to upper 30s in the thumb, same type of windy situation. Upper 30s here in the Tri-Cities and western counties, holding on to a very windy setup. The rain activity is gone in the morning. It's down to the south of you, at least up until about 8 or 9, but then everybody's dry at that point. Northern counties, you're done with it overnight, but you are still cloudy, really quite cloudy throughout much of the morning and the afternoon. You make it to 40 by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you start to cool on down. It's a long stretch there for us, but it is going to be that cold, cold air for us as well. Now, on the model, I'm going to show you something here before we jump into one other alert that we actually have for you. You've got that line, the rain and snow mix that dives on down to the south. It continues to do so into the night. By the time we get to the morning tomorrow, we have that light set up for us with at least a little bit of the wet conditions out by 9. Slowly drying through the afternoon, but windy. Tomorrow night we clear, and by Friday we are beautifully sunny with a lot of those bright sunny skies holding both for Friday and Saturday and even into Sunday. There's nothing there through Friday night. It's just plain clear. But while we have that rain moving through at the moment, there's another thing to watch for, and that is this. It's windy enough tomorrow that we have lakeshore flood advisories for Bay, Tuscola, Huron, and Sanilac counties. Now, that's going to continue all the way up until Friday at 4 a.m. So it mainly starts tomorrow at 11 all the way until Friday early in the morning. It's that perfect setup for us to be able to get that cold air and that wind really ramping up before we do this. Plenty of mild air, plenty of it. You can see that red highlight all the way around the eastern portion of the U.S. Basically, draw a line down the Mississippi, and then everybody east of there. We're all nice and warm. But for the next few days, of course, it's going to take a little bit of a stretch. Michigan there, you can see, is split at this point then for the next 6 to 10. And over the next 7 days, the forecast here is going to focus on that rise with the start of spring over the weekend and 60s every single day after that point. Dare I say that the season actually says, all right, here's who's boss now.
I know. That's the way it's supposed to be right there.
Yeah,
this wind, though, is going to be brutal. Definitely going to feel colder, right?
Yeah, and with tomorrow being in the low 40s or even in the upper 30s anyway, that wind chill is really going to, it's going to bite a little bit. So make sure you definitely bundle up tomorrow.
For sure. Thank you, Ahmed.